macroeconomic growth. The inflation rate was reduced to 5.7% and decent life was provided to the Egyptian citizen. Several national projects were implemented in partnership with the private sector in all different economic sectors.
Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with the engineer Nezar Sami, Innovation and Technology Management Consultant. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Well, Engineer Sami, to what extent would the digital transformation technology would boost the achievement of sustainable development and inclusive growth in the future?
The prospect of the digital transformation is all about what we call the digital inclusion, where nobody to be left behind.
Yes.
In that sense, a bunch of activities, services, as well as products are streamlined together in a sense that will make affordable services, easy access with a seamless operation in this as well. Therefore, when we are talking about the inclusive growth for the society or for the community, this will reflect in the behavioral of the citizens themselves to access to different type of services, especially for underprivileged or underserved areas where we cannot reach with the traditional services. So for instance, having remote access to healthcare services or even insurance or financial services as well, all these will cater for what we call the inclusive growth and no one to be left behind. Therefore, the digital transformation and the information and communication technology is a pivotal player in this era where having access to this type of services in a new shape, a new format.
Yes, Engineer Sami, what are the main benefits from applying digital transformation in many fields?
Well, there are multiple of benefits for that. If we talk about the service provider, there are a bunch of services for regarding service providers. If we talk about the recipients or the citizens, for them, they have also another part of services, as well as the regulator in the sense. So if we tackle all of these, let's start with, for instance, the service providers, how the digital transformation will add benefit for them. In a nutshell, good utilization of resources, better control over the processes and services, increasing customer satisfaction, as well as being efficient and effective in providing products or services in a digital manner. When we go to the recipient sides or the citizens or the beneficiaries, they have 24/7 access to services, and if it is these type of services are public services, so we will have 24/7 access, which is a new to the citizens to realize, because they used to have a specific working hours, there are weekends, and so on and so forth. But when you move to the digital era, there is no limitation in time, there is no limitation in dates, where this type will not be affected by vacation or something like that to request their services and having access to that as well. So speed of access, reliable, secured services as well. So all of these things will cater for better life or better handling or better quality of life for them. When you talk about the regulator or the government per se or something like that, we think about the governance, the digital governance, the equality, consumer protection as well, monitoring and evaluating the resources, decision-making process. So it is multidimensional of benefits when we apply the digital transformation for all the stakeholders in a sense.
Yes, sir. So, Engineer Sami, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have stressed several times on the importance of applying digital transformation systems in universities and even also in educational system. Would you give us your insight concerning this?
Definitely aligned with Egypt Vision 2030. where by 2030 the Egyptian economy will be competitive, diversified, as well as based on innovation and knowledge for better lives for the citizens. So from this vision 2030 that was dictated back to 2016, we can see a great momentum in different aspects in the society. And part of it is the education. When we tackle the part of the education, we see that in the universities per se, a lot of tech-based universities have been inaugurated in the last couple of years. The emphasis and the focus on computer science, artificial intelligence, and all this type of emerging technologies are there. We can also see the potential provided by the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, where they availed a lot of initiatives and programs, training programs and training tracks for this type of high tech as well. And not only the university level, but also the school level as well. So they have the Tech Leaders Initiative, and we saw the Ministry of Education started to in place the IT or the information or the computer in their students at the elementary schools. And when you talk to the business community right now, we have like more than 40 business incubators right now focusing on entrepreneurs and startups. And those are tech-based startups where the technology is implicit with all the applications. So it is a multidimensional move right now with different aspects. We can utilize all the available resources been injected by the government, either from funding opportunities to learning opportunity as well. So again, this is the beauty of digital transformation, where nobody to be left behind.
Yes, Engineer Sami, how do you evaluate the development in the field of technology in Egypt so far?
If you asked me this question a couple of years ago, definitely I will have a different answer for that now. Right now, we saw or we witnessed the awareness was raised actually among the society, and actually thanks to COVID, and where the technology is right now diffused between all the users. As we may know that the technology is ahead of the utilization, ahead of the actual use with the normal citizens. Therefore, the technology utilization and managing the technology is most important part for job creation, creating wealth and prosperity as well. So we have witnessed like programs in different schools. Master students are participating in that. Even the startups and the amount of companies right now started to focus on technology management in their aspects have been increased in a very positive percentage of growth. And this is the most important, and have been reported actually with the different levels of indicators right now. And we saw that Egypt has been moving forward like 55 steps ahead in the governance and the government readiness for artificial intelligence worldwide. So we have been ranked 54 on all over the globe. So this leap due to the momentum to focus and to strategize actually the technology and to formalize it with all across different sectors in the country.
Yes, Engineer Sami, regarding the current challenges that the whole world is facing, how would be the role of the artificial intelligence in fighting the current challenges?
Well, challenges all over the world will never stop. So the issue is how we can dictate the future. This is the key question that we need all to think about. Let me call back the World Economic Forum 2020. They issued a report about the future jobs and the future job readiness. And we can see that by 2025, this report begins by the 2025, there will be 75 million jobs will disappear from the world. Yet, 133 new jobs will be introduced to the market. All these jobs are related to emerging technologies, like in data analytics, about data management, robotics, what we call the Internet of Things, and so on and so forth. Therefore, moving forward with this type of directional impact of the use of the technology, this is how we can lead the future and how we can create what we call the tech-based economical development of Egypt. So it's a technology-driven economy. This is the one thing that we need to focus on right now, is to invest in people, invest in, and actually this is what is the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology is doing right now, investing in people, enabling the infrastructure, enabling the rules and regulations right now, and having a proper legislative system. All of this, having the artificial intelligence and any other emerging technology, is not just only artificial intelligence, but there are like a big set of new technologies and emerging technologies come to the place. So all of these things should be harmonized in order to create what we call the economical development and the sustainable economic development growth for the country.
I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. Engineer Nezar Sami, Innovation and Technology Management Consultant. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.